Hello everyone. Today we are going to study the structure of alkaloids, and this is the last topic under the chapter alkaloids. So here we have to study 6 structures, that is ephedrine, nicotine, atropine, morphine, cocaine and hygrine. So ephedrine and nicotine, already you know that structures, and you have to study atropine, morphine, cocaine and hygrine as extra. So let us first see the structure of ephedrine. So the molecular formula of ephedrine is given by C10H15NO. You know this formula, and remember while writing the molecular formula, you have to write in the order carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen and then oxygen. Now if you see the structure of ephedrine, you know that it contains a benzene ring and there must be ethyl group, ethyl amine group. So this is ethyl amine group. Ethyl because this is CH, this is CH. So it is a stick structure. Carbon and hydrogen is not represented. Here carbon is bonded to 3 different groups and fourth bond is not represented. It is understood that it is bonded to hydrogen. Here also the fourth bond is not represented. It is bonded to hydrogen. So this is ethyl group and this is amine group. And also ephedrine contains OH group and here CH3 group, and the nitrogen which is present in this amine group, it is secondary in nature. That means it is attached to 2 alkyl groups and 1 hydrogen atom. So this is the stick structure of ephedrine. So we will see how to draw that one. So at first you write the benzene ring. And then for writing stick structure, you can easily remember the stick structure like this. There is a trick. You remember like this. Write benzene. Attach 1 carbon of benzene to stick which looks like N, alphabet N. So it is like writing N. And attach that stick into actual atom N, that is nitrogen. And here you can substitute OH, here you can put CH3 and here you know that it is CH3 and here there will be another hydrogen atom. So this is the stick structure of ephedrine. And if you feel difficulty in writing this stick structure, you can also write the open structure for any alkaloid. First write benzene ring, attach that to CH group, then to another CH group, then you attach it to nitrogen atom. And here for this carbon you have to substitute OH and here you have to substitute CH3. And for nitrogen atom, you have to substitute one group is CH3, another one is hydrogen. So you can write this structure also. So this is about the structure of ephedrine. Next, we will see the structure of nicotine. So you know the structure of nicotine already. Nicotine contains 2 heterocyclic rings which are bonded together. The first heterocyclic ring is pyridine. This is pyridine ring, and second heterocyclic ring is pyrrolidine derivative. It is not actually pyrrolidine, it is pyrrolidine derivative because the hydrogen atom has been substituted by here methyl group, and these two are bonded together to get nicotine. And you have to remember, if this is 1, 2, 3, there is bonding between the third position and second position of pyrrolidine. In the pyridine it is third position, in the pyrrolidine derivative it is the second position. So this is the structure of nicotine, and nicotine has molecular formula C10H14N2. And remember this, nicotine does not contain oxygen. Next structure is structure of atropine. it is the alkaloid which is having molecular formula C17H23NO3, and this contains carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, everything. And this structure has a special structure, this one, which is called as tropane. So this structure itself is a compound and it is called as tropane. And here it is bonded to oxygen. Tropane is bonded to oxygen. Then it is bonded to C double bond O group. This is carbonyl group, which is then bonded to, not directly to benzene ring. Here there is one junction. This is CH group. C is bonded to 3 different groups. Fourth bond is hydrogen. So this junction or intersection, it is CH group, which is then bonded to one benzene ring. And this CH, it is also bonded to another group, that is here CH2 group, because here this carbon is bonded to 2 groups and the third and fourth bonding is not shown. So it is understood that the third and fourth bonding is with the 2 different hydrogen atoms. So this group is here CH2 group, which is then attached to OH group. So this is the stick structure of atropine. So we will see how to write that. So before studying the structure of atropine, I want you to study the structure of tropine. To write tropane, remember, you have to write a cyclohexane, but one of the carbon atom in cyclohexane must be replaced by nitrogen atom. Or you write a hexagon and replace one of the carbon, or write hexane, replace one carbon by nitrogen and attach that nitrogen to CH3 group, and to the both the ortho position you have to write CH to CH2 group inside. So this represents CH2 and CH2, which is written in stick structure. This is the structure of tropane. So tropane itself is a content in morphine. And if you feel difficulty in writing this stick structure, you can also write open structure. Write hexane with the nitrogen atom. Then here you can write CH2 bonded to CH2, which is bonded to ortho position, and then here CH3. So this is also tropane. So first study how to write tropane, and while writing, remember you have to write internally this CH2 groups. Now we will see how to write the structure of atropine by using tropane. So first I will tell how to write a stick structure. First write atropine. Attach this to CH3 group. Next, in another side, write a benzene ring. Now, attach the para position of tropane to one oxygen atom. Then, attach that to one carbonyl group, which is then attached to one CH2 group, which is then attached to another CH2 group. Sorry, here it is attached to CH group. That CH group is attached to CH2 group, then attached to OH. This is the structure of atropine. Here this shows that it is CH, and here this is CH2. Here this is carbon atom. So this is the stick structure. If you feel difficulty in writing stick structure, you can also write the open structure. Write tropane. Bonded to oxygen. Para position must be bonded to oxygen. Then write carbonyl group. Then attach it to CH group, which is attached to a benzene ring. Then this CH is attached to CH2 group, which is attached to OH. So you can also write this type of structure. So this is about the structure of atropine. Next, we will see the structure of morphine. Morphine is an alkaloid which is having molecular formula C17H19NO3. So it also contains carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen and oxygen. So here also, if you see this structure, I have represented by using red ink and also blue ink. So you can imagine this red colored one in one plane and this one blue colored one in another plane. So you write at first one benzene ring, then here one hexane, and put only double bond here. This is not a benzene ring, you put only double bond here. Then you bond these two structures by using one bond. Then in the ortho position you attach a oxide group to link these structures, or you put a oxygen bonding between these two, so that this looks like a pentagon. So this is like hexagon, this is like hexagon, but this looks like, it must look like pentagon. Then to the next you attach one OH, here also you attach one OH. Then you complete this structure, so that once again here put CH2 group bonded to this ending, so that this looks like hexagon. So the structure looks like 3 hexagons, 1, 2, 3, and this one will be like pentagon. And now to this position you attach one nitrogen atom, then CH2 group which is attached to this position. It looks like inverted Y. So start from there, attach CH2 attached to nitrogen which is attached to this carbon, and that nitrogen will be attached to CH3. So totally this ring size, including this red line, it should be, if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 membered ring. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 edges are in blue color and the sixth one it is in red color. So you should know the ring number also here. You should not miss the bond. So remember, this is 6 membered, this is 6 membered, this is 6 membered, this is also 6 membered, but only this oxide linkage containing structure, it is 5 membered. So we will see how to write the structure. So at first write a benzene ring. And at the bottom you write another hexane with only one double bond in this position, and attach these groups together, and then put a oxide linkage here, here one OH, here also one OH group, and as I said, this pentagon or this oxide linkage is looking like pentagon, and this will be looking like 2 hexanes. There must be one third ring which looks like hexane, so put CH2 group and complete this bond or structure. And now, as I said, you start from inverted Y, CH2, this is CH2, put another CH2 which is attached to nitrogen atom which is bonded to this carbon, and attach one CH3 group to nitrogen. So this is the structure of morphine. So if you see, the structure, you can understand. Here this looks like inverted Y, so that must be attached to one CH2. that must be attached to another CH2, then to nitrogen, and that must be directly attached to this carbon and not for this carbon. You have to keep remember that one. If you attach to this carbon, it will become 7-membered ring. So you have to attach that into this carbon, lower carbon. So this is about the structure of morphine. Next structure is structure of cocaine. So if you see here, cocaine contains one benzene ring bonded to C double bond O group. This is carbonyl, C double bond O, bonded to oxygen, then bonded to para position of tropane. This is tropane, then bonded to carbonyl group, then bonded to oxygen, then to CH3 group. Or if you properly see this structure, it looks like, or if you see from the left side, this is like benzoate ion, or if you imagine benzoic acid, benzene ring, C double bond O, OH. One of the hydrogen is replaced by this content, complete content. Or if you see from this side, it looks like acetone. Okay, acetone. It looks like ester, CH3, C double bond O, O, CH3. So instead of CH3, here we have this large group. So we will see how to draw this structure. So first, imagine you have benzoic acid. Instead of writing H, don't write H, or instead of bonding to H, you must bond this to the para position of tropane. So this is tropane. So it is bonded to para position of tropane. Next, to the meta position, you bond one C double bond O group, which is bonded to oxygen, then bonded to CH3 group. So you can imagine like this. This looks like benzoic acid, and this looks like methyl acetate. So if you imagine, here, you take this as methyl acetate ester. So in methyl acetate ester we have CH3, C double bond O, O, CH3. So out of that, this CH3, it is replaced by this complete structure. You can remember like that also. So which is easy for you, you can remember in that way. So that is about the structure of cocaine. We will see the next structure, last structure, that is of hygrine. So hygrine contains a pyrrolidine derivative which is attached to, this is CH2 group, then attached to carbonyl group, and then attached to CH3 group. So we will see how to draw the structure. So here, if you take pyrrolidine derivative, the second position, it is bonded to CH2 group, then to carbonyl group, and then it is bonded to CH3 group. So here you can see that this looks like acetone, because acetone has the structure here, this is CH2 group. So the third hydrogen atom, it is attached by this pyrrolidine derivative. Or if you draw the structure of acetone, this is the structure of acetone. Now out of that you have to take one of the hydrogen. You have to take one of the hydrogen and replace that hydrogen by attaching it to the pyrrolidine derivative. We have to attach that into this pyrrolidine derivative. So this is the structure of hygrine. So you can remember like this. And hygrine has molecular formula C8H15NO. So if you see all the structures, hygrine, it has carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen and oxygen. Cocaine also has carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen. Morphine also has all the 4 atoms. Atropine also has 4 atoms. And nicotine, this is the only alkaloid which does not contain oxygen. So remember, this is the alkaloid which does not contain oxygen. So this completes this chapter, alkalides. Thank you.